Hi, and welcome to the Mobile Web News, the hottest weekly broadcast keeping you current on developments related to the mobile web. I'm Krishna Mitra, engineer at the Magnum Group, mobile website designers, and I'm speaking with Lucky Balaraman, executive director of the company and himself an engineer and designer. So fasten your seatbelt and get out your notepad because here we go. So Lucky, the week of July 9th is just over. You got some good stories for us?
Yes, indeed, Krishna. I have stories about big companies and stories about small companies. Which would you like to hear first?
Let the small companies go first. They need the publicity more.
Sure thing, Krish. First up are developments from a company called ScanBuy. It's quite exciting. The camera in your cell phone can be used as a scanning device to save you the trouble of keying stuff in. ScanBuy creates software for your mobile phone that helps the phone understand barcodes.
You mean like the scanner at the supermarket checkout counter?
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Yup. Right now, this technology is being used in Japan and Korea extensively to read hyperlinks written on posters in barcode language. For instance, if there's a movie poster on the side of a bus stand, there will be a barcode on it. That barcode is actually a hyperlink to the movie's website. If you point your mobile phone's camera at this barcode and capture the image, your mobile phone's browser automatically jumps to that movie's website, which you can browse while waiting for the crosstown bus. Sure beats just watching the traffic.
Yeah, and seeing people getting run over.
Personally, I don't believe in spending waiting time staring into space. I'd rather surf the web using my Opera Mini 4 browser, which I finally managed to download into my Nokia N73 without paying for the download.
Oh yeah, you had a problem with that, didn't you?
You know what? I think all street signs need to be barcoded. That way, if you're trying to get local info, you just point your cell phone at the street sign and bam, you can easily download a street map from a local search engine, like Yahoo Local or Google Maps, and know all about the vicinity. Incidentally, there already exists software written by the same company, ScanBuy, for mobile phones to read the universal product code, which you find on most store merchandise.
You mean the UPC?
Yes. Next up is news from Ingenio, a company that specializes in pay-per-call advertising. That's something similar to AdSense, the ads that appear on the right margin of Google search results. Ingenio ads appear on other search engines and are similar to AdSense, except that the ad contains a toll-free number for you to dial. That number connects you free of charge to the merchant through the Ingenio switchboard. Ingenio charges the merchant only if you connect to the merchant. Ingenio hired the famous polling company Harris Interactive, who generate the well-known Harris polls, to survey mobile phone usage. The results reveal some important figures. More than 85% of US adults currently own a mobile phone compared to 71% who have a landline or home phone. There are therefore more cell phones than landlines in the US. More than half the mobile phone owners said that they also use their phones for texting and sending photos. The phone users said that the most acceptable form of ads were text ads appearing on search results, followed by audio messages playing when they call someone, followed by text messages from advertisers. Another significant finding was that the most popular 411 searches done from cell phones were for commercial phone and address listings, 74%, and restaurant phone and address listings, 72%. This ties in perfectly with Ingenio's data that local searches for restaurants, entertainment services, and hotels make up 2/3 of the pay-per-call ads they serve on their mobile network, while the remaining 1/3 is comprised of considered searches such as debt management and real estate. The big difference between mobile and PC environments is that mobile searchers find information and immediately act on it, which implies that advertising to them is more likely to result in a sale than advertising to a PC user.
That's probably going to make mobile advertising more expensive.
Well, it might be more expensive, but for other reasons like carrier usage charges.
Yeah, you're probably right there, Lucky.
Anyway, Krishna, now for the big company news. PayPal announced their service enabling cell phone users to make payments from their cell phones. Firstly, users can send payments to anyone who has a phone number, just like with the classic PayPal, like classic Coke. A user can send money to anyone with a phone number. For instance, let's say you wanted to send $30 to 212-555-1208. You would visit the PayPal mobile website, choose the Send Money option, then log in with your email address and password, then enter that phone number and 30 on the next screen, and hit the Continue button, and bam, your friend gets sent $30. I suppose at some point PayPal will ask you to enter just a user PIN instead of an email address and password, since entering an email address is cumbersome on a cell phone. To buy something from a website you're browsing from your phone, if the merchant has PayPal enabled, you click on the Buy Now button. Enter your username and password on the next screen, then just hit the Pay button on the next screen, and that's it. You can also do the same thing just using texting. That's what the text-to-buy numbers are about in magazines, posters, TV, and newspapers. Oh, and yes, here's a product idea for the entrepreneurs who are listening.
Wait a minute. Are you sure you want to give the idea away for free?
Yeah, why not? More people will tune in if word spreads that we're giving away a lot of free stuff. Who says it always has to be ebooks?
But they might be expecting ebooks.
Well, we're changing all that. So what I'm saying is, instead of showing a text-to-buy message with a number to text, just show a barcode like the ones we mentioned earlier, so that a user just captures it with her cell phone's camera, and that effectively enters the text-to-buy keystrokes.
Okay, listeners, if you're going to act on that, please send us a donation. We'll have a barcode up for that soon.
The last bit of important news for the week is that Google has started testing out AdSense on mobile websites. It's asking mobile website developers to carry AdSense on their websites to start with. It's a no-brainer that soon Big G will dominate the mobile web advertising space. I'm Lucky Balaraman of the Magnum Group.
And I'm Krishna Mitra. We design mobile websites. Reach us from any of the message forms at mobiweber.com. That's MOBIWEBBER.com. Thanks for being with us. Come back next week. God bless and have a nice day. Bye now.